SpaceX has achieved another milestone in its quest to provide global internet service. The company launched 15 Starlink satellites from California and landed the rocket at sea on Tuesday, August 8. The mission, called Starlink Group 6-15, took off from Vandenberg Space Force Base at 12:09 a.m. EDT, 4:09 GMT, 9:09 p.m. Local time. The Falcon 9 rocket flew southward along the coast and deployed the satellites into a polar orbit an hour later. The rocket's first stage, which had flown 4 times before, returned to Earth and touched down on a drone ship named Of Course I Still Love You in the Pacific Ocean. This was SpaceX's 91st booster landing and 13th this year. The Starlink satellites are part of a megaconstellation that SpaceX is building to offer high-speed internet to remote and rural areas. The company has launched more than 1,700 satellites so far and plans to launch thousands more. Starlink uses low Earth orbiting (LEO) satellites that are closer to the planet than traditional geostationary (GEO) satellites. This reduces the latency and increases the bandwidth of the internet connection. Starlink also uses self-adjusting receiver dishes that can communicate with multiple satellites at once and switch between them as they move across the sky. The dishes are easy to install and can be placed on rooftops, balconies, or even RVs. According to the Starlink website, the service can maintain download speeds of between 50 and 150 megabits per second and upload speeds of around 10 megabits per second. That should be fast enough for households to do most of what they need, whether it's gaming, remote work, streaming, or virtual learning. However, some users have reported speeds up to 200 megabits per second or even higher in some cases. Starlink also claims that its service is capable of supporting streaming, online gaming, video calls, and more. Starlink is currently available in select areas of the US, Canada, Australia, New Zealand, and parts of Europe. The company aims to expand its coverage to more regions and countries in the near future. Starlink costs $99 per month, plus a one-time fee of $499 for the equipment, which includes a user terminal, a tripod, and a Wi-Fi router. The equipment can be ordered online and shipped directly to the customer's address. SpaceX's founder and CEO Elon Musk has said that Starlink will help fund his vision of colonizing Mars and exploring the solar system. He also hopes that Starlink will provide internet access to anyone who wants it, especially those who are underserved by existing services. The Starlink user terminal is a flat circular device that measures about 0.48 meters, 19 inches, in diameter. It weighs about 5.8 kilograms, 12.8 pounds, and has a built-in motor that allows it to point itself at the optimal satellite in view. The user terminal connects to a Wi-Fi router that supports IEEE 802. 11A/B/G/N/AC standards and has a dual-band radio with 3x3 MIMO technology. The router has a range of up to 185 square meters, 2,000 square feet, and can be paired with up to 12 Starlink mesh nodes for extended coverage. The user terminal and the router run on AC power from 100-240V, 50 to 60 Hz outlets. The user terminal draws up to 2 amps and uses 50 to 75 watts on average. When there is no network activity, it uses about 20 watts to remain connected to the satellite network. The user terminal communicates with the Starlink satellites using Ku-band frequencies, 10.7 to 12.7 GHz, for downlink and Ka-band frequencies, 26.5 to 40 GHz, for uplink. The satellites use laser links to communicate with each other and form a mesh network in orbit. The Starlink satellites have an orbital altitude of about 550 kilometers, 340 miles, and an orbital inclination of about 53 degrees. They have a lifespan of about 5 years and are designed to deorbit safely at the end of their mission.